Hello, everyone! My name is Light, and welcome back to the Hopelessly Bedrock SMP. Whew, it has been a while since we've been here, and boy, does it ever feel good to be back. I have certainly missed this place for sure. Now, however, as much as I've missed it, I think it's time that we started to add some upgrades to the base. So, in today's episode, I think we're going to add possibly about 4 little farms, a way to get up and down, because I still don't have that yet, and as well, I think we'll probably add in some storage. Now, however, before we get to those projects, I do have a couple things that I want to show you, and one other small project that I would like to take care of, and it's actually to help out someone else on the server. So hopefully they'll enjoy that, and we'll see their reaction when they see it, of course. All right, so I'm going to take a moment to get us over to the first thing that I want to show you, and I'll meet you guys when we get there. All right, folks, so we are just about at the first thing that I want to show you, and you do notice that we are following this rail track. So we'll keep on going and let's see what's at the end. So this is actually a project that I started on the last live stream, which would have been last Friday. And the next one is this Friday for anyone that is interested. So come on, check us out. And as you can see, if we keep following this rail track, we get to this area right here. Well, I have started work on a villager trading hall. So as you can see, we already have some villagers moved in. I believe there are 14 in total. There actually is 2 guys behind these doors. They do not have jobs as of yet, but they will soon. Now, as you can see, I have taken the time to set up some of the villagers with some trades. All the guys set up so far are all librarians, and we also have a couple toolsmiths. So there's one here, and of course there is one over here. All right. Now for trades, we have all the main ones for now. So efficiency 5, our silk touch, fortune 3, protection 4, looting, mending, smite 5, but there will be more to come in the future. As you can see here, we have many more spaces to fill, and we definitely have the villagers to fill them. And from what we're talking, we may even go 2, 3 levels of this, but I guess we shall see as we go. Anywho, I was very happy to get this started and to get these villagers all set up with these trades, because with that, I was able to finish decking out my tools. As you'll notice, my diamond pickaxe is now fully decked out, as well as my silk touch pickaxe. Oh, and my sword. So excellent, excellent. Very, very happy about that. All right. So I think next we're going to go ahead and we'll do that little project. And yeah, we'll make I happy by getting that done. So allow me a moment. I'll get us there and we'll get that started. Welcome back, everyone. Alright, now you might be wondering why we're back at the house when I said I was going to the next job. Well, that is because on the way there I realized that I actually didn't have the right tool for the job. So, that being said, I've gone ahead and I've created that tool, and that of course is a diamond hoe. Now in time we will upgrade this to netherite, and I was fortunate enough I actually had enough emeralds to go ahead and enchant it all at the same time, which is why my levels have decreased from 48 to their current 21. So this hoe now has mending, unbreaking 3, efficiency 5, and fortune 3. Alright, so now that we have the right tool for the job, let's get over there and get it done. Alright, so we've made it to the next job, and it is the removal of this Christmas tree. Now, unfortunately, I has not had a lot of time lately to play on the server, and any time that he does have, he's been putting into his house because he wants to get that finished up. So in order to help him out, I think we're going to take the time and actually remove this tree. So, by the work of video magic, I'm going to go ahead, I'll snap my fingers, and that tree will be gone. And just like that, the tree was gone. Alright, so now that we have that job completed and our good deed for the day out of the way, I did say I have one more thing that I wanted to show you guys, but it is going to be a little bit of a hike for me to get there, so sit tight and I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Alright, welcome back everyone. We are just about at the location that I want to show you next. Should be just over this hill. Ah, here we go. Alright, so if we come around, we see this set of stairs. We will take this down, and this is actually something that we started on a stream a few streams ago. I actually completed the project, and what it is a double skeleton spawner. So this is spawner room number 1. If we come over here and we come down these stairs, down here we have spawner room number 2. Now the unfortunate thing is they were not quite close enough so that we could find a spot where both of them would be activated at the same time. So if you do want both spawners activated at the same time, you would need one person here, and the second person would need to stand up on the dirt block right over there. However, with even just one person, you do get a good amount of skeletons. And as you can see, we already have lots of drops. I took a lot of the bones and things like that. But yeah, so far it's been pretty good and working really well. Now, there is one thing that I still have yet to do, and I am going to do it probably in a future episode, and that is remove a layer of the ceiling and add some additional glass up in here so we can see these skeletons coming across before they come down. We can see them here on this side, so I'd like to have the same thing up here as well. However, that is definitely something we'll do in time, but for now, this is the double skeleton spawner. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll get us back to the base, and we'll get started on those upgrades. See you in a bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. We are almost back to the base, but before we step inside, I actually have one thing out here that I would like to show you. So in between the last episode and now, I've actually been taking the time to fill in this area. If you'll remember in the last episode, most of this was actually swamp, and there was a lot of water here. So, as you can see, I filled it in with a bunch of dirt, and we now have a lot more building room. I have a bunch of ideas for some structures that I want to build around here, and now we have the room to do that. So that's definitely something we'll get to in another episode in the future. But for now, let's get back inside. Alright, so nighttime's coming. First things first, we'll go ahead and sleep. Make sure the cat is standing. Oh, he sat down again. Did you see that? Thanks a lot, cat. Appreciate that. Alright, well, now that we've slept and we have some glorious day, the first project that we're going to tackle while we're here is adding the bubble columns in this area right here. So that means we will need to remove the carpet and the anvil, and I'm also going to remove these stone brick walls right here. I'm going to remove every one of them because we're actually going to be replacing these with full blocks, which I think will look nicer with the columns. But it's not going to be stone brick blocks. Well, it is, but not this kind. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to use blackstone bricks. So I've been to the Nether a few times, and I did get my hands on a bunch of blackstone. So I think over time, rather than this place remaining Castle Cobble, I think we're going to transform it into Castle Blackstone. Let me know what you guys think of that idea, but I think a Blackstone castle will look really sweet, especially in the night, as long as we get the lighting correct. All right. So first things first, let's get rid of these carpets. All right, we also need our anvil. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have ourselves a clean space, I'm going to go ahead, I'll grab all the materials I need, I'll take out this wall, replace that, and we'll be back when all that is done. See you then. Alright, with materials on hand and the back wall replaced, hope you guys like it, we are ready to proceed. All right, now fortunately, with the way that I've built this, the very back of our columns is actually already done. That'll be these 5 spaces right here. So meaning that we would stand right here to go up, we'll say, and then of course we would come down right here. All right, so we got all our kelp. I'm just gonna drop down here. I'll definitely live. I'll take some damage, but I will live. All right, now the next phase in this process is to plant your magma, or to put in, I should say, your magma block and your soul sand. Now I want my up to be on this side, so this is where I'm going to put the soul sand. All right, so we're going to just break this block. Put in our soul sand, and excellent. There's the up. All right, so we'll go back down. We'll do that down here, except this time we're going to exchange the soul sand, of course, for a magma block. Perfect. All right, excellent. And just like that, we have a way up and down. Now, I do have one more thing I'm going to add, and I'm actually glad that it's turning to night. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll wait for it to turn night, I'll get that one more thing added, and then I'll show you guys when it's in full effect. So hang on tight, and I'll be right back. All right, it is finally nighttime, so I think we can go outside, and I will show you what I wanted to show you. But before we do that, we'll take another look here at the build. And again, I think it came out really nice. I'm quite happy with it. All right, but on that note, let's get outside. Whew, now we can already see we have quite a few mobs already out there. So maybe we'll do a little bit of battling before we go have a look. Ooh, villager. Well then. All right, so we'll just let him walk on by. First things first, we'll deal with him. Then we'll try to get the baby. Perfect. All right. Now everything should be relatively easy. Oh, a couple pillagers, eh? So we'll kill the zombies. One of you guys a captain? No? All right, so we dealt with them. Let's get the zombie over here. And then, of course, the skeleton. All right, not bad. So before we go around front, let's shut this so nothing gets in. All right, so that was pretty good. Let's see if we have anything around here, anything we have to take out. All right, the coast looks clear, and now that we're here, the other thing that I wanted to show you guys was this. So just before we built the columns, you would have seen the initial structure. Well, this is what that structure was for. Right. Let me know what you think down in the comments. We'll probably do a couple more of these in a few other spots going around the castle. All right. All right, however, it is night, so I'm going to go ahead, I'll sleep, and then I'll meet you guys back inside where we can move on with the next step in the upgrades. All right, folks, we've had our rest, but now it's time to continue with our quest. The next thing on our list of upgrades is actually going to be a couple bone meal powered farms. I'm going to be using one for bamboo and one for sugarcane. We're going to put them both in this area, and the way we're going to build them, we'll actually be able to use both farms for either or. So if we want to use both for bamboo, that's fine, or if we want to use both for sugarcane, that'll be fine as well. Now the first thing we're going to have to do, of course, is get rid of this carpet. That will be in our way, so it'll be just a moment. All right, so now that we have a clean area, I'm going to try to build both of them at the same time, and I'm going to try to build them a slice at a time. Each farm is actually going to be 3 wide. So again, like I say, I'm going to try to build them a slice at a time, starting on this block on this side, and this block on this side. So now we can go ahead, we can add some more glass right here, right there, and also right here. All right, so same thing on this side. Now bamboo does need light to grow. So in order to help our bamboo grow, I have a couple sea lanterns, and that's actually what we're going to use as the light source. So in order to help place those, I need to put those there. Grab the sea lanterns, one there and one there. All right, and with that, minus the bone meal that we still have to put in the dispenser, those farms are done. Now these farms, of course, are very, very efficient. The way that I've built them, you will get either 1 bamboo or 1 piece of sugarcane per piece of bone meal. Works really, really well. I really, really like them. All right, so next we'll go ahead, we'll move on to this side, which is actually going to be a couple bone meal powered kelp farms. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll gather the supplies for that, and I'll see you guys in a moment. All right, so we're going to start the kelp farms pretty much the same way we started on the other side. First things first, we need to get rid of this carpet, otherwise that's going to be in our way. All right, and again, I'm going to try building both at the same time and doing it slice by slice. So again, first one on the bottom. Second one, waterlogs the piston. All right, and the last one, which flows over with the items into the hopper, just like that. Now, kelp is a fantastic plant and does not require any light to grow. So we actually don't need a light source on top, so you can just go ahead and fill in the hole with some glass. All right, and we can also fill in the water source because we're done with that. All right, and again, minus the bone meal, these farms are done and they're ready to go. Excellent, excellent. So very, very productive day so far, folks. One more job to go, and that is going to be setting up some very, very basic storage. We're not going to do any auto sorter today. I unfortunately don't have the iron for it because it requires a ton of hoppers. So that being said, I've spoken with We're going to be building the iron farm hopefully extremely soon. So once we get some iron flowing in, we can start making some hoppers and we'll move on to some bigger projects. All right, so allow me a moment. I'm going to get a few more supplies and I'll meet you down in the area that I've chosen for the storeroom. All right, so here we are down in the area that I intend on using for my storage moving forward. And of course, this area will transform as we go. For now, it will be some manual storage, but like I was saying, eventually we will turn it into an automatic storage once we get the proper supplies. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this wall over here. I'm going to create some pillars going across. So that should be 5 up all the way. Say we'll do those every 2 blocks like so. And that brings us right over to the corner like that, so that's perfect. And then, of course, in between those pillars, we'll put some chests. Put them in like this, so they should all link up and become doubles. And based on my math, when this is all said and done, we should have 20 chests, which of course for now should be enough storage, at least for a lot of the bulk stuff that I have. All the small miscellaneous we can deal with via another means. Okay, so that's perfect. Looking good, looking good. And as one final touch to finish the job off, we're going to put an item frame on each chest. So that way we can put an item there so we know what is inside each one. Now you do have to crouch to place your item frames, otherwise you're going to be opening every chest you touch. All right, perfect. So that's actually all I'm going to do for the storage for now. Off camera, I'll go ahead, I'll get those item frames filled up, and then I'll start moving everything in and get all the scattered chests away. So the next time you guys come back, the place should look spick and span. Now, however, I think we've had a very, very productive day. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take us up inside one more time because I think we've earned something. So allow me a moment, I'll get us inside and you'll see. All right, welcome back everyone. So here we are, back up top. And like I said, we worked really hard today, so I think we've earned ourselves a little treat. So I've gone ahead, I've made a smithing table because we're going to need it for what we're about to do. So first things first, as you all know, for the last few episodes, I've been rocking around in this iron armor. You know what? It's served us well. It's durable. It's taken a lot of hits. I've had to replace it a bunch of times, because I died a few times, whatever. But either way, the iron's been good to us. However, I think it's time for an upgrade. So I do have 24 diamonds on me, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a full set of diamond armor. All right, so that is absolutely fantastic. And not only that, we are going to upgrade this armor even further. So I said earlier on in the episode that I've been to the Nether. Well, I've been lucky. I have found some netherite and enough to make some ingots. So to finish off the surprise, we are going to go right to netherite. All right, so there's that. There's the boots. There's the pants. And the helmet. Oh, I don't think I did the helmet. Oh, I messed that one up. One sec. Perfect. And we got the helmet. All right, so let me find somewhere where I can put this other gear. Or at least do a swap. And then we'll take a look and see what the new gear looks like. All right, there we go. That's more like it, folks. That is more like it. Now, I get it, it's brand new. I don't have it enchanted. So that being said, I will not be using this armor until I add some enchantments to it. Fortunately, I do already have all the books. However, the one thing I don't have at the moment is the levels. So in between episodes, I will take some time to make sure I gain some levels, get all those enchantments added. But that is all I have time for today. Once again, my name is Light, and thanks for stopping by. Bye!